Hi, Maien. Sorry, this is again coming a bit late, but now I think we're now in revision mode, so you'll hear from me much better. Okay, great. So this is you talked about the quick test. 1 second. You talked about here we are. You talked about right. I see. Right, I see what's going on here. There's no actual space. These aren't actual spaces. Right. You talked about the quick test 1, question 10. This is the question. So this question is really asking us to look at how we deal with sharing costs for a process that involved the making of 2 products. So imagine we have, I'm just going to pretend that here we have a kind of big vat where we pour chemicals into. So we've poured these chemicals into it, and as a result 2 products come out, product M and product N. So what we've had is we have 5,000 units of product M, 5,000 units of product M come out, and 15,000 units of product N come out. The question is, how should we split those costs? You might argue that we should split it on the basis of, well, just the volume. So maybe, so for example, if we're splitting it based on, if you like, the amount of units that have come out in terms of volume, the output, you imagine you have 20,000 here. In terms of cost, you would split it based on 5,000 units and 15,000 units. So that's one way to split it, based on volume of final output. So maybe the argument is that it is actually to do with output, just 5,000 units and 15,000. That's one way. Another way is this issue of splitting it on the value of their value, actually, their sales value. So the sales value of these 5,000 units actually is the 5,000 units times the 30 pounds, right? That's the selling price. So the sales value of this thing here is actually 5,000 times 30, right? 5,000 times 30, which is, of course, 150,000. And the sales value of these 15,000 units, because they're at £10 each, is also, if you like, 15,000 times 10, which is 150,000. So they're actually, in terms of value, when I'm splitting those costs, I don't know what the costs are. The question is just asking, how should I split those costs? Well, 150 to 150 is literally the same thing, which is half and half. So 50%. Whatever the costs are, I would split based on these values, which are exactly the same. So it's 50%. Cool. Great stuff. That's question 10. Quick tests 1. Feel free to respond or email me. Thank you.